I'm Mark Nelson, a volunteer with the County Civility Project. I'd like to talk with you about gossip, one of the 9 tools of civility in the Speak Your Piece program. Speak Your Piece was originally developed by the Tools Superior Civility Project and the work of P.M. Forney, professor at Johns Hopkins University, and has been shared with the County Civility Project as well as other civility projects across the nation. The 9 tools of Speak Your Piece are designed to be a comprehensive approach to effectively interact with other people. The tools build on each other and when practiced allow for a meaningful and effective format for communication and conflict resolution. This video on gossip may be used independently as a means of learning for you or as a discussion starter in your family, workplace, or organization. However, because the tools are interrelated, we encourage you to take a look at the videos for all 9 tools of Speak Your Piece. Have you ever been the victim of gossip? How did that make you feel? Were you hurt, angry, or mad? Have you ever lost a friendship by being the victim of gossip? How did that make you feel? Possibly betrayed, disrespected, or wanting to lash out? There are no winners in gossiping, only losers. What is gossip? One definition is that gossip is unconstrained and often derogatory conversations about other people. It can involve betraying a confidence, spreading sensitive information, and or hurtful judgments, and can have unintended negative impacts. So what can a person do to avoid gossiping? There are 3 players in gossip. The person being talked about, the active gossiper, and the one who's telling the story, and the passive gossiper, the audience. Obviously, the person being talked about does not have much they can do about being the victim of gossip. Let's first look at what the active gossiper can do. There are 3 questions to ask yourself before gossiping. First, is the content of this message true? I ran a business where I would ask my managers to ask themselves one question before they passed on some information as a fact to me. That question was, would I literally bet my life that this is a fact? If you are wrong, you are dead. Can the information be substantiated? If so, share it. If not, don't. Number 2, is the information kind to the person I'm talking about? There's a simple test for kindness. Would I want this said about me or someone I love? And third, is it relevant to the person I'm talking to? Is there a reason this person would want to or should hear this story? If you can't say yes to all 3, then you might want to not say what you were about to say. The person who gossips can be motivated by many different reasons. What are some you can think of? There may be a desire to hurt the person being talked about, or to portray themselves as someone in the know, or many other reasons. Who do you think is the key role player in stopping gossip? I believe it is the listener. The person gossiping is doing it because they have an audience. Take the audience away and the gossip stops. There are 5 ways to respond to gossiping. First, you can enthusiastically encourage the person. This will make the gossiper empowered to spread the story numerous times to get another positive response. You can respond in a mildly positive response, such as, are you sure? Or, I can't believe that. This sounds like you are challenging the gossiper, but in fact is a confirmation that the gossip is worthy of discussing. 3, you can say nothing. I suggest avoiding all 3 of these. The 4th one is the alternative to give a mild, assertive response by shaking your head and cutting off the conversation before the gossiper finishes. Or you can give a stronger, assertive response. How? Here are a few ways. When someone starts a story that you can tell may well be gossipy, you can respond by saying, is this a positive story or is it more gossipy in nature? If they say it is more gossipy in nature, then respond, could we not have this conversation? I had a friendship ruined by gossip, and whenever I hear gossip, it brings back those negative memories. Follow that by saying, it would be a big favor to me if we avoided gossip in the future. Another technique is to say, I feel uncomfortable talking about so-and-so while they're not in the room. Let's wait until they can be with us to have this conversation. Or you can say, to be really honest, I don't like hearing about another person this way. It makes me wonder if you talk about this way when I'm not around. Or you can say, be very direct and say that you don't ever want to have a gossip conversation. And you can also be direct and say that you do not ever want to gossip, so let's not have this conversation. Finally, you may not be able to control the gossip of others, but you can influence by focusing on your own behavior or setting a good example. If you can't say something nice about someone, don't say anything at all. What other ideas do you have about responding to gossip? Gossip can have a serious negative effects on people. You can make a difference in the morale and productivity of your organization by dealing with it. For more information on the Door County Civility Project or tools of Speak Your Piece, visit our website at doorcountycivilityproject.com.